Hi, I'm Eric from Anker API, and today I'm going to show you how to work with tables. So first thing I do is just head over to my project in Anchor. I go to my tables, and here you can see all my tables in my project, but for today's exercise, I'm just going to hit the plus table button here. Let's call this everything. Before you create a table, you can decide if you want to predefine a table with some conditions. But for now, I'm just going to leave this blank and click submit. Then you will see I have 16,000 elements across multiple files. Then you can go ahead and just add column. I usually start with file name just to see how many elements are across my files. And then you see it says varies here. Then you can click edit and expand values. And then you will see how many elements are per Revit model. You also see I have actually one CSV file here. Then you can go ahead and add more properties. So since this is IFC files, I can hit or mark the checkbox and search for IFC entity. That's usually the first thing I start with. And yeah, same thing here. You see it says varies, so you can go ahead and expand that as well. Then you can go ahead and add more properties. You can just browse all of the properties and add them, or you can of course search for them. So I would like to add some properties with NOSSB inside. I have operational status, I have some component codes. I also have a classification property. Actually, maybe it's this one. And yeah, it looks empty, but yeah, the more I scroll down, you can see we have some values. You can also filter on all of the properties. So you can either click IFC entity and filter from here, saying, okay, let's show me all the walls, doors, and windows. And then if you just hit anywhere else, the table will update. And then, yeah, you of course sort by name. Here I need to also expand this property because it has various values. Then you can see the classification code on each element. What you can also do is that you can validate inside the tables. So if I go ahead and click validate, then you can click, for instance, on this property. And instead of choosing filter, I do validate. And here you can do like contains, equal to, is, and regex. And here I can take contains. I can give me all elements that have this B106 inside. Then you can see it just highlights the ones who are passing, missing, or failing the validation. Very easy way to work with validation in tables if you want a very quick overview. You can also go back to the tables. And then if you hover over with your mouse, you will see some icons showing up. And here you can download the table as a CSV file if you want to work with it in Excel. You can edit table before you want to, or if you want to add more conditions or filtering before you go into the table. You can duplicate it, or you can of course delete it. Another thing you can do is that when you actually create a table, you can also decide if you want to copy from another project instead. Right now, I don't have any project in my other project, so it's actually empty. Last thing I want to show is how to use our API. So you can see we have this API key here that you can copy. And for now, I'm just going to copy it here under my table URL because you also need to get your API key. And you can get that by going back and to your account. And here you can create an API key. I will just add it, call it my API key. You need to copy this key before when you close this window, you will not be able to get it again. So I copy it, I paste it here, and then I'm going to show you how you can get this inside Power BI. So if you go to Power BI, you click on Get Data, Web. Here you go to Advanced Settings, and the first part is here is the URL to the table that we copied. So this one, and then you paste it here. And then you need a header, and this is the header you use. You paste it here, and then your key that you created, you paste that here. And of course, you can go to our user guide if you want like a walkthrough on how to do this. But for now, you click OK. You wait for the API to synchronize the data, and then you can start using the data in your Power BI. So here you see how it's formatted. You have your elements, you have your values, your properties, you load them in. And then you can start using it. All right, that was tables. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.